Asher Shvisafo. Asher Shvisafo.
Last of the night, our view, Varich, Washington, Kashil, and Wall of an apple, Rocky, Amatodale, Hallelujah, Iskada, Iskada, Shmir, our Karmi, Karmi, Kid, we make an album, Israel, Bagos, Makari, Vimino, Saudar, Salom, Butcher, Before, I'm going to shit out of what's on the Master Dami, Alma, and Ram. Amen. Yeah. אתה ברכה אדינוי, כבוד גדול גבר אני לו, אל ינגים עשו תמיד להקל, בדרך עשייה וגיל נבנה ומען שמי ואלו לחיזים שמגיעים ברכה אדינוי, עד גבר אדינוי וחיים יסוד עתר עד לשי המש ורוח ומדגש חיים וחס וחיים יסומים ורחמים ורבים שמח נפם ורפי חילם ומעטר סון כמה נוס שנפן מיך בגבולת ומיידים לך מחמים וסמכיים וצלקון עד תלך וזיזם ברכה אדינוי היה מייסים כדי למסך סייט וגדל שאף וספקות וביד נביאה חוקה ויאמר How you do? Live the holy God show education for you all the so God you know how the thing on that moment that is going to be calling with papa probably over that God this is a big career working a lot with the God in the show stream not God you know we show us working the show Kiel te sagat bagatol inoy say amen be on the Kiel gel khazagat bagatol inoy amen pero de nuevo ya mi sino at valer khorfo shem khamat sino ke bakhrif nem rahmat bagatol inoy amen وريخ لنا ودينا الشماليس وهذا كومينس وصلته بسين تعمد برخاء بتهدم بسبعين ومتوقع وبارك شناسين كشام عتي بزباغ وكياتي ميتواتم برشم وخطا ديناي وبارك شان الخير سين بسميس وكأوز جورسين أبسين يخمر كان بيصير سين بخطا ديناي وبارك خير عم إسلام وشيء جين كويشين بياتين كاتلو هاسين ويارم رقم يخلون عطل باتخو خزل ولكن من بتصدق مش بخطا ديناي بتصدق مش بخطا وما قصيش مهير أكل الشعب اسمه غير سافني بمير بخطا ديناي إبن وقنا دين لازم نعمل إسلام قابتي تلبيس بريم باقي يتصدق يوم راح وخضينا يلينو السين صغرت بخابيت في مشين خبر ما اسمه كينو إمام الليل لنبش كمخاطبة مرغطا ديناي شايف تخلص ذكي شامي خبر أخم تاشي بسيش كمسر شجعات بخيس إذا عادق مهيرة بسير تخين مئيسا بكاري بمين من النيل مرغطا ديناي شوي أشهد هذا المهير ستفهم كان أي تارم بيشو صغر شو صار بينكم مرغطا ديناي شنيح كان شو شنيح كان ناقي ولك ولحم ولاتي نسينو كي أشبه تفليس سامنات ونحن كيريك ما تشينو كي أتشمع توس كابا تالي ناي ليات بلاد كم كيسا وسوس شيء شبيلا تدري سافيش سوس ما سكابراسين وسي هيلراتين تام بلافيس أبيداس إسلام مخاف وهي نوبسين يالبي أبيجي تيشام بقاكي إذا ذخرين وفكرين وذخرين أو سيم ذخرين مش يوم الألقام ذخرين شامل كتشاقام بذخرين كأم خبيثة فنقل بيت تبغى كين خسر رحم خان سيم شغل بيهم الشيء زي ذخرين وذخرين بيتبغى تبغى بالرقم بيشينو بالخان تبغى كوس يوكلين بيشينو كذا هنا كمان كان معنا توس إذا تساعدنا إن نشوف كذا كم مرة طالين أي سؤال خير ما جين شاطر ده نيل تبصر أكيد مثلا يعمل نشوف في السوق ما نسافر شيء خير هونو يعني كويس أبغى تبصر مش كويس أنا بفكر ترى إيش شو طلع مخاف لما راكين كذا طلع كيم إيرون كنا وقت كله مثلا بيساس شو كم تعمل يوم وخير دوزاوي على شو قال الكتاب شو سين صلاتين بركاتي نوعي شو خلقنا ليدي شغل الراب حين القص بالآخر مولين واقص واقخين ومن كل كاتب نغا كيف أنا صار قد نغا صابون ودين غير وتسخامي يا بس خدت الطاق وبالآخر من خاين شغلين نغا صام إسراء وقليش القاش مش نغا بركاتي نوعي صام إسراء وشغلين Iskada, Iskada, Shmeira, Rossi, Karmi, Karim, Shefay, Rayechin, you made not have to show, I go to my Karim, you know me. Mincha Maariv Services.
Skadavis, Skadash, Shmeirabo, the only transition out of the Asmat for Kane, Kane, Shive, even the limit of I always saw my God, my card, you are made, Shmeirabo, it's not series, other, these other, these all really good job, then we have to see that Mama, the Rame, it's all around me trying to find Simon, Alena, Akasa, the Rame. The genre, we have shown Molina Aquisa, the so ומלך עומד ימי אימן שב על הגתר ושמי רצה הקדש ברוך הוא זעק ישראל להביא אחר ולהציין מיזו שניים על נראות מעשית גאי כך יוצא את הבגדה גאדה ויסגאדה שמי רבו וחוזר יצא שיבי איתן ובך לעל רבי ישראל והגאדה ונעקה לבין גרוב עמי So Rabban we have to do what we say for us and the cause our sack. It is quite slow it up, but Fina, the feast of it up, and kind of reside on the bit of the which might be normally. So that which might have told you know for itself from the shower we have shown in Jewish history. So all right, so today, so today is the anniversary of the first Para Aduma, the first red heifer. So it was the day after the Mishkan was inaugurated. The Mishkan was inaugurated by Yom HaShmini, last week's parsha, on the 8th day. 7 days of practice. On the 8th day was the inauguration. And the next day, the day after that, the 2nd of Nisan, the year 2449, that's when a year after they left Mitzrayim, a year after they left Egypt, that's when we had the first red heifer. So hopefully tomorrow we'll have, the Rambam goes through all the 10, it says there's 10 red heifers in history, 9 were already. First one, he says, he counts, was made by Moshe Rabbeinu, that's tomorrow. And then he goes through them and he says the 10th one will be prepared by Mashiach, and he concludes, the Rambam continues, Mehera Yigala, Amen Ken Yiratz, and may it be revealed speedily in our days. So he's still the base of Mikdash, what do you mean?
He's going to be evening.
What, the base of Mikdash?
No, 9th.
The 10th. Let's see, it says, it's sent to me when Mashiach comes.
Yeah, but it's after Mashiach comes. I'm going to be honest.
Why not? It sounds like it's going to happen the same day. The Mikvah is going to come right away.
The same day he's going to show me.
I mean, it's machlekes if it's going to be come. One opinion is going to come straight from Shemayim. It's going to come ready made, and we're just going to do the finishing touch. Then he's going to. Why not? Why wait? Why wait? Why right away? So the night you have to have all there's a mix and there's a mix. All the paradumas we have are going to be. Question is where that is. I'm sure it's hidden somewhere.
They don't want weights eating.
Because it has to be mixed with the old one. The new one has to be mixed with the old one.
So he knows what he's using, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's why he became like so hard.
Anyway, the Rebbe says we learn from that Rambam that every time we have the Rambam's the laws of halachas. It's not a law of it's not a siddur, the Rambam. Some of us do Rambam like we're saying Tehillim. That's another story. But the Rambam is a book of law. It's not a book of davening. So the Rebbe asks, why is it that the Rambam says that the 10th one's going to be prepared by Mashiach? Maybe revealed right away. What was revealed? What kind of halacha is that? Here you go. Let me cancel. It's not a halacha. That's a tefillah. That's a davening. He says no. It's a halacha. The halacha is the Rambam's teaching us a lesson over here that we speak about Mashiach. Anytime we mention Mashiach, right away, the halacha is the law is that we have to right away say Meher. Right away we have to daven for Mashiach to come. That's the halacha that we have to say. Tonight is also the Hilula of the Rebbe Rashab. Rebbe Rashab, the one who founded Temple Tmimim, is Hilula. Havdil, not good thing. It's when on the 2nd of Nisan, 1492, is when King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella signed the decree to expel the Jews. That was also on Beis Nisan. But today was the Nasi. Today we started saying Nasi, as in Hayom Yom. This morning we mentioned. Today the Nasi of today was Yehuda. Yehuda is where Mashiach comes from. Mashiach comes from the tribe of Yehuda. David Melech comes from Yehuda. And tonight's Nasi is Yisachar. What's Yisachar famous for? Studying Torah. So.
Like a donkey, like all the toys. Yeah.
All right. All right, halacha. Okay, so on Pesach, it says in Hayom Yom that there are many different customs people have on Pesach. And nobody should enforce anybody's customs on anybody else. Which means that's halacha. It's law. When it comes to customs, nobody should enforce their customs on anybody. But also, nobody should make fun of anyone's customs either. Everyone should respect everybody's customs. And therefore, it says in Hayom Yom that there's a rule, everybody's invited to eat. But you shouldn't be offended if someone doesn't eat by you on Pesach. Because, again, it doesn't make one more strict or one less strict. Some people, for example, won't eat fish on Pesach. Some people won't eat fish on Pesach. It's not my family custom.
Why?
I think because in the bait. I think because in the bait, I don't know. I have no idea why. Some people only eat chicken. Some people only eat chicken if the chickens didn't eat corn for a month before Pesach. Corn. Huh? Or wheat.
Especially wheat.
But corn also. I think. Kidneys. It's not. Again, it's not my minhag. But there's some people have that minhag.
So you could buy special chicken with a hechsher that they stop eating it week before Pesach.
Some people are fasting on Pesach, you know. All there's also cheap. All there's cheap.
No, sorry, I'm sure the chickens aren't fasting. Just give a different feed. I'm sure the chickens are not fasting, but they give a different feed.
Yeah, different thing. I know.
So, since you're learning, since my father's going to share in the morning about, so let's go through some different customs, and take it or leave it. But these are different customs there are.
Nobody's gonna eat by me, that's for sure.
No.
That's nice.
You're not a good cook?
You're right.
Right.
You know, just talk about rice. So when the Jews, when the whole story with the Shah and the Jews came out of Persia in 1979, was it? When all was a mass exit of Persia. So they came out. Many kids came. First the kids all came, and then the adults came. So that year in Crown Heights, it was right before Pesach. There was 3 major seders. There were 1,000 kids in Crown Heights, Persian kids. Kids came from Iran, and they had 3 major seders for them in Crown Heights. One of the places that had the seder was Mechan Chana. Is a Baal Tshuva yeshiva for women in Crown Heights, and the Rebbe would come every year to visit Mechan Chana seder. Every year. Now, the Rebbe told them they should prepare the food for the Persian kids like their custom, which is rice. Their custom is to have rice on Pesach, and therefore you should give them, as their custom is, give them what their custom is. They should have rice. And even though in Chabad we don't, no Ashkenazim don't eat rice on Pesach, but the Persian Jews do eat rice on Pesach, and the Rebbe says you should give them for their custom. Their custom is to give them. And they okay, whatever. That Pesach night, the Rebbe came to visit Mechon Chana, and the Rebbe had to go to the kitchen. He went to the kitchen, and the way the story goes, he lifted up the lid from the pot. Nobody knows. Nobody knows for sure what happened. But they say the Rebbe was checking if they really listened and made rice. They wanted, so Chas v'shalom to say, some people treat kitnios as chametz. God it's not chametz. And any of these customs, they're not chametz. And everybody welcome to have their, what? We respect everybody's custom.
You got here 1 year.
We have 1 year chumos.
Yeah. We have hummus there?
Yeah, 1 year in chumos. Someone brought chumos. And my first reaction was, can't have it. Then I said, it's kosher based on. I said, you know what? I made an announcement. I said, this is kitnios. Ashkenazi Jews don't eat kitnios on Pesach, but over here with Sephardi,
Do you know the two
enjoy.
Balkan?
Huh? Enjoy yourself.
You know the two Balkan?
Yeah.
Actually, his father lives here now. He knows my Beach.
Who's from the Persian war?
No, we're all. Fitzy's father. Bro. It's funny because I saw him, he was out in the field, and I was there. So I said, oh, you must be his uncle, because I know he's from Pittsburgh. So you know, we moved there. I'm like, oh, okay.
Okay, we gotta do one thing, please. So then there are things which are, okay, so kitnios is across the board, and Ashkenazi Jews don't eat. There's certain things that are not kitnios, they're just customs. So one example is garlic. Fresh garlic. There's no added ingredients to it. It's not kitnios. It's not chametz. However, the Chabad custom is not to use garlic on Pesach, which is the biggest bummer. It's an official Chabad custom. Does everybody? No, you have so many people in Chabad. Everything is, there's so many levels of Chabad. There's no.
No, but it's not in the Chabad rule.
It's an unofficial Chabad custom. That's an unofficial Chabad custom. It's a minhag. Garlic we don't. That's one of the official. There's certain things which are only families, but
Only follow, okay?
Say no one's gonna take. No one's gonna be a Chabad. They're not gonna become not Chabad because they have Chabad. But Chabad, if you go to a Chabad program, Pesach program, they won't cook garlic. Any other Chabad, they won't. Certain things, certain standards they won't do. Certain things they will do, which a lot of families won't, personally. But garlic they won't. Again, no one that don't exercise doing it. according to Goldstein, he says those that argue that it's not really Chabad custom. There's just some families of Chabad. Whatever. Anyway, usually you always will have. In any case, the reason for this. Oh, it's interesting here. Bells also Bells families they don't also.
Yeah, because
you're all right. No, the way I understand, they used to dry them.
Yes.
The garlics we were laid out to dry, and they were dried in the wheat fields.
Right.
Why specifically wheat fields? I don't know, but that's and he says he reads it from the bells. He says, "Al titosh teras imecha." He was very strong about not being lenient. Huh?
I like it. It's true. You have to follow. You can't. You go off. It says in Amen, the first thing a person is following from is from stopping minhagim.
Yeah, but it's different from following than understanding the.
You don't have to understand it. There's certain things. There's certain things that the reason doesn't apply anymore. You still do it because it's a minhag. And minhag obviously not be a denu.
So minhag it's fine.
Yeah, I'll teach it in Teres Imacha. You heard the bells there.
But that's for keeping it, not for understanding. Okay, it's too different.
Yeah, you keep it because you keep it.
Fine, you keep it.
So he brings here. He says,
It's my take.
if someone doesn't want to keep that custom, they have full rights. You can do it, no problem. But at least they should only do it. There could be a difference between in public and in private.
You know how many is a lot of people doing it. They can do a break of the vow because some of them are doesn't have anything to do with any custom. People made it up. That's what some rabbanim say.
The garlic is made up, no question.
If you do it for X amount of time, you still have to do an element of
Yeah, you have to do it.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Oh yeah.
It's brought down an item about
People don't realize it's not so shallow when you do a minhag. You have to.
No, you have to do the minhag. I never said you must.
Yeah.
Sure.
If you want to start,
But it's good to know where it's coming from. The minhag. What's the root of the minhag? It's very good to know all the.
It's not a lachem we should see like this. It's over myself.
I'll make you sure, whatever, something.
Also, you got a lot of fun.
That's not man.
A lot of things.
Story there.
Not in the rush. I know.
That's the reason tonight with the. You're trying to figure out where to put it in.
Huh?
Trying to figure out where to put it in.
Waiting the matzah is chumrah. It's not the custom.
What?
It's chumrah.
What's going on?
We will have to wait the matzah from home.
Just like
It's not a minhag.
why should I also receive the customs also?
Custom is one thing. and
Customs
matzah is one
was
thing.
matona from angels.
Some
Malachim they give and then the rules.
What does minhag mean? A way of doing something.
No, but it's minhagim. It's not
Minhagim,
so it's from what you can do it.
It becomes a minhag. It becomes a minhag. You
Yeah.
can do it.
Not that it's chumrah.
Minhagim
It
was matona from Malachim. So in a time it reveals in some communities with the time, but it's also
Okay.
Yeah, you know what? I did.
Hassan Meir. Hassan Meir.
For some reason we get like all that.
You know what? It's one of the things that all the big leaders of we used to talk about all this issue.
Exactly. I
I did.
talk about it all the time.
If there's one that I would allow, would be garlic.
It was a time that
Oh, I cook with garlic.
It's feelable. You know, people don't use lettuce. Except for seder night.
Yeah.
Hassan Meir.
People don't use cucumbers. You know
I think
why?
one, yeah.
Yeah.
Not
My
using
father-
letters.
Your father?
My father-in-law.
Oh, yeah, you
My
tell me.
father-in-law doesn't eat that seeds in it, tomatoes. And lettuce also. Lettuce
So it's nothing to do with
actually
peels, it has to do with the seeds inside.
seeds.
No, the seeds, no, because the reason is because the seeds are a kernel of grain. I know
No apples.
it's like the kernel.
Apples have seeds.
What
do you do for karaisas? Yeah,
Yeah, but you don't eat apples.
sure do eat apples. That's my diet on Pesach is apples.
You open the seeds in the
Apple,
apple, they're not apples.
apple's fine.
That woman I never heard of.
Kadabis Kadash Mirabah. Israel, אלא מכל בכסף ושירת בכסף הנאמנת אמירם דלמת יבואו אמן. ברכו את אדוני מעולה.
ברוך אדוני מלך העולם המועד.
שמו ברוך את אדוני המעריב הרבים. יהיה נברג ימינו וכן נגד יומם בלילה והקהל לא עשו ממנו לעולמים. ברוך את אדוני אדוני אלוהיהם אמס מלכות וברצון בכלל אלוהים משה בני ישראל לכאן ענו שירה בשמחה רבה ואמרו כולם היום בימי משה לעולם באב ולעולם סקה ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל Kadabis Kadash Mirabah. Mali Berak Yusef, Nik Mahfuse, Bezmar Bugane Bekare Meshkin. Amen. Kono Beket Help Israel, Bagaram Sman Karibim Bro. Nas mede kulisha beritu. Ela mi kor bekasa kane masa da miranda mavi binyo.
Amen.
Labis kadash min rabban.
Amen.
Mali berak sebe lima sebe marku kane be kare mishke.
Amen.
Kono be kada hobe Israel bagalab man karib in ruah amen. שמנה קודשה בליטו.
אמן.
בדקס בשדת, בדקס בלימטה במירם באומה בירו אמן.
אמן.
ברכות ישמעיה בירו אמן.
אמן.
יש שלם הרעה מי שמעיה להם תבין עלינו על כל ישראל בירו אמן.
אמן.
יש שלום ברמה עלינו על כל ישראל בירו אמן. ונאמר והיה עיני למלך כל הארץ ויחבו יהיה עיני אחד ושמו
Cada vez cada shmeira ba via per così amo così gas ma cara mishite e nel vecchio che la vita sarà magari ma cara di ru amen אני אסביר, אני אסיסי, אני אסביר. Cada shmeira ba men shitay men so cada vez más cara y no la services no this last amen ela vai na frente lá brochina a gente vai lá cara de sai na de isso amen
There's a lounge party tomorrow night. We're going to be starting to, we're going to have matzahs here to give out. And we're going to explain tomorrow night. So after show tomorrow, we'll get matzahs to give out to people we usually wouldn't have. Anyone you know, you may know, you might
work
know.
acquaintance. We have a sponsor, and
I'm sure you're getting.
huh?
I'm sure you're getting. You didn't tell me. 250 upwards, hopefully.